mic.
Microphone checker.
No, it's actually on.
Okay.
Welcome to Musician Loves Honey, and this is Maria, your musician and your honey.
And this is the delusional
at 3 o'clock p.m. every Tuesday.
No. Say first. Hold up. Welcome to Musician Loves Honey.
Do you have a gun?
Hold up. All right, I'm sticking you up for lying. All right, give me that lie, because this is your boy Kevon Tyrre. Of course, this is my lovely co-host, the lovely Miss Maria. She's the one who thinks she's a musician because she's listened to my song dozens of times. She could actually sing harmony on it, but that's the only song she could sing.
I know you feel me.
That's the only one you got. Diana Ross does not ask you to be her backup singer anytime soon. All right, I'm just saying.
You feel me.
That's all you got, though. That's all you got. Well, anyway, guys, welcome to another lovely installment of Musician Loves Honey right here on social media shows. If you're checking us out, go ahead and hit a like right down there. Go ahead and like right here on social media shows. Go ahead and hit a like on our page, Musician Loves Honey. And, of course, anyone who's out there, if you check us out on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, of course, at our website, social media shows. Right, socialmediashows.com. And if you're listening to us right now on revolutionradio2.com, go ahead and hit us up and let us know how you feel about us. Once again, thank you. And we appreciate you guys.
Steve-O, Captain Steve-O.
We got plenty of time to kiss booty later on at the end of the show.
Oh, don't worry. I don't kiss booty.
That's all right.
You do?
Well, you know what? I would kiss your booty, but you said your booty stank. So why would I even bother?
How do you know it stinks?
Well, obviously, I hang around you when we do the business thing.
But anyways, hi to Bettina. Bettina, we've got you covered. Who's that again?
That's her thing. Because you got the weave thing.
Oh, that's right. And
I don't even know the people we work with that do business. Man, what kind of boss
Nick
are you?
Pastrano, thank you so much for joining
you know
us.
What? Please
tell us, whatever. Please tell us how we're doing, and also if you have anything that you can actually contribute to the subject matter today.
Well, let's get first off before we get to that.
No, I'm just gonna.
I know, but I just
shut up.
No, just chill, just relax yourself.
I own half of this table. You know that.
Yeah, you don't half the table. You know what you also half of? Irritation. Okay, calm yourself. All right, now first off, I want to ask, how was your week then?
Oh, that's right. So it's all about me now.
Well, I'm being, we do things.
But before you say that, you should actually, it's my first time not wearing my dress today.
Well, I was going to get to that because I wanted to ask how you've been, and then I was going to get into the outfit and why you got, hip-hop inspired.
I'm trying to keep up with this youngster, but my week is so good. We did, is it last week? We did live streaming.
I believe so. Where
last week at your place,
No, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. So what we did this week?
This week?
Yeah, I forgot what we did this week.
Oh, I don't remember either, girl. That's why I'm asking how was your thing going? Because I know I don't remember what I was doing.
But I believe I just work.
There you go.
I think that's all I did, and so it's been a really busy week for me and for the team of social media shows. And it's amazing. How about you?
Well, just same situation, just trying to work, stay busy. I was lucky enough to play with a friend of mine who was he does a bar that he works at over at the Mom Museum called the Underground.
Underground?
Yeah, so that's over at the Mom Museum downtown. I was lucky enough to work with him, and that was fun.
Oh,
that was a nice little situation.
I thought this is actually a tribute to a friend who passed away.
No, that was last night.
Oh, that was
last
night.
Me and one of the quartets I sing with called Forefront, we went there to the Eclipse Theaters. They have a thing there that they have an open mic every Monday there with a dude named Bobby Rose. Very old school dude, but had a great band. He's a great singer. And we as a team went out there and sang, network and hang out a little bit, but came for support for a gentleman named Haji, who was a local entertainer here for some time, and he had passed away last week.
How's your love life?
How's my love life? How's your family life?
Shut up.
All right, then.
Hi to Dolores.
Zing, baby.
To Johnny McCord. Oh, Johnny, hi. I'm still waiting for your call, darling.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, Johnny is going to be a part of social media shows, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
And you're going to blast that to the world before you sign a deal. Is that how you feel?
No, yeah, of course, they won't go away. So
well, they could just go away and just make you look like a liar. They could do that too, you know.
I don't care.
Well, obviously not. That's why you just blasted it to the internet.
All right, so let's talk about my thing right now.
Oh, see,
I guess I'm loving it.
You're loving it?
Uh-huh.
You feel like a hip-hop hoodlum?
Yeah. Yeah, I look like a hoodlum with
You
this.
feel like a hip-hop hoodlum now?
It's cute, but then it's getting hot.
You know what? See, this is... Now, granted, I will say you look very nice in your outfit. You look very cool.
Thank you.
But you know what you also look like? Somebody younger might try to say that you're trying too hard.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. To be like, oh, now she's trying too hard with the hood off.
Thank you to Paparazzi Jewelry.
Of course.
And by the way, guys, it is $5 only, and comes with an earring. I didn't put my earrings because I have a hoodie. So, anyways, here you go. So go ahead and hit us up at Paparazzi Live $5 #$5 Jewelry every Monday 8 to 9 p.m.
That's correct.
It comes with an earrings and a necklace, and it's only $5.
That's right. So you can go ahead and hit us up right over here, and of course you can go to Jessica D's Facebook page for Paparazzi accessories. You can hit her up for all that cool stuff. We much prefer to get you over here because we want some money.
And also, thank you to And What Fashion.
Of course, yeah, you got some stuff for them.
And What Fashion? I just need some because this is warm.
Oh, girl, see,
yes.
You know what? That's what you get.
I'm having hot flashes.
Girl, you know what? You telegraphing how old you are with that stuff right there.
Oh, why? It's only old people who have hot flashes.
That's right. That's right. That's exactly what it is.
I'm still young, honey.
At heart, apparently.
You're older than me, so shut up.
Oh, but you know what? I want to see the ID to prove it. I got mine right here.
Oh, do you want to prove that right now?
I got the ID on my pocket right here.
I don't know. I don't know what you're doing, but then
you always say
my birth certificate is lying down on that table right there. I don't know why you never look. Yeah, you never look.
Well, you never break it out, so I say let's talk about it. Let's be about it. You know
what? That's equality.
I'm saying. Let's see. I want you to see your double ARP status right now. All right, that's what I'm on.
I don't want to actually blast it to the internet.
Well, you blasted me, man. I've got a problem with my age. I'll say it with glee.
Oh my goodness!
I'll say it with glee, man, because you know I'm fabulous.
Remember, I told you the only person that will see my birth date is the guy that will lock me in, and nobody can lock me in. So anyway.
Well, yeah, all you got me, granted, social media shows and your car got you locked in. But I get that, though. That I understand.
But anyways, I look so good with my dress, and thank you so much to my shoes. Please pay us, Macy's.
They're from Macy's?
Yes.
All right, now we have to be sure to tag Macy's and the shoe distributor, the shoemaker, excuse me, 9 West, who made this lovely thing. All right, so thank you very much for setting us up with all that. Please give us some money. There you go.
And
so
also,
that's how we do it.
And also my dress tealies and my top tealies, please pay us.
Yes, so yeah, we appreciate that. Now, just so you know, tealies is for teen girls. Just so you know. Just FYI.
Yeah, well, I'm
just saying.
Well, I'm skinny, and I'm everybody think that I'm 18-year-old. So
really, how many drinks did they have? Okay. I ain't mad at that. Listen, from one anorexic person to another, I feel your pain. So it's all
What
good.
did you say? Anorexic?
From one anorexic person to another. Anorexic, yes. One word.
Is that a word?
That is a word. Anorexic.
Hi, Kim. Thank you for tuning in, darling.
Right. So, all right. So, enough of us being silly. Let's. Our topic of today is something that we kind of brought up last week, which was equality versus chivalry. And I say that because in the world right now, obviously there's a lot of stuff going on with women's movement since the 60s and 70s. A lot of stuff's going on recently with the Me Too movement and all that other stuff. And all that is beautiful stuff. That's beautiful. However, there is some confusion because a lot of people still want chivalry. A lot of women still want chivalry. But it kind of goes, in some instances, it kind of goes against the idea of equality.
Yeah, well, you know what happened was a lot of women want that chivalry treatment, right, from men, but a lot of strong women also don't want that because
Correct.
they felt like it's kind of like weakness, if I may say.
Yes,
So,
in some instances it can be seen that. Now, obviously, we're not speaking for all women. This is all the generalization. But some women actually are offended when you try to be chivalrous to them. And a lot of men are confused. Because now, obviously, we've had this going long enough for people to understand that it's a case-by-case basis.
Why you have to be confused? You just have to be you.
But see, understand something. If you go to one woman who wants chivalry and expects chivalry, that's one thing. But then maybe you meet another woman, right? After that doesn't work out for whatever reason.
You don't open doors, though.
I do open doors.
No, you don't.
I open doors for everybody.
Except me.
Well, you're right about that. You're right about that.
You never opened my door.
I open the door for everyone else. When I see her, I start to close it. That's I'm kidding.
See, sometimes courtesy. You mean being courteous. It's not only about chivalry. It's not because I deserve it.
Well, no,
but
courteous.
It is about you being nice as a person.
But courteous is the offset of chivalry, obviously. Because if you're chivalry...
It's not necessarily.
I didn't say that. I said it's an offset of it, which means they're similar, but they're not the same. Because courteous, you do it with everyone.
Well, yeah, I guess exactly. But then it's an offset. It doesn't have to be, Let me give you an example.
Okay.
I have a best friend back in Hawaii. They are couples. And my ex-boyfriend, I was with my ex-boyfriend at that time. He used to open my doors when we just start dating.
Okay.
And then eventually he never opened my door. However,
okay.
In the beginning he used to bring me flowers occasion. Randomly he just bring me flowers, and that never stopped all throughout the years that we were together.
Well, that's nice.
Of course, yeah.
That's a beautiful
that
situation.
Is a very now my point is we have a best friend. They are couple as well, and the girl, the guy actually, they were together more than 8 years, and he always opened the door for her.
Okay.
And I was like, wow, that's nice. And I was like, why you never open the door for me anymore? I was asking my boyfriend, and my friend was like, yeah, he never stopped. I'm like, why did you stop?
Right. Just, comfortability, and that happens with all of us. I mean, girls have their ways of that as well. And it's you got a point, though. You have a very good point of you do things when it's new, but as you get more comfortable, then you're just like, whatever. Before it was like, hey, then after a while, like, oh, it's just you. Okay.
Yeah, but the flowers, that flowers never stop. Jewelry, flowers.
I think you were winning out of the deal because you told me how your last guy was, and I'm like, well, good luck finding another sucker like that. So
No, it's hard to find a man like him.
It's hard to find a sucker. But it's nice.
He's not a sucker. He is just very courteous, and he was brought that way.
And that's beautiful.
He was brought to be that nice man.
He was.
And the thing is, we cannot find that kind of man here in Vegas, sadly.
I know, because God forbid people want you to actually want to give half. To put in half to work on a relationship. Right? God forbid. Right? God forbid you have to actually do half. Yeah.
No, you cannot do half. When you fall in love, when you actually get into a relationship, make sure you put 70%.
70%? The guy is doing 70%.
No, the girl is the 70%. I know. You put in, no.
Yeah, get yourself together now.
No. Well,
get yourself together.
No, I'm talking about you put 70%, I put 70% too. You know what I mean? On your part. Nothing is 50-50. You should put 100% or whatever is your percentage.
All right, let's put it this way. If I'm putting 70 and you're putting 70, we're still putting an equal amount, which is the point.
Yes, that's the point.
So it still goes back to the 50-50. Because it's still a equal
There's
equivalent.
No 50-50.
There is a 50-50. Now, there's no 70-70 if they're going to say it like that.
No, it's just put in what you can. If you're not ready to do that, then don't actually put in.
Then put zero.
Put zero on it.
Right, then put 0% into it.
Put
because 0%. You put 100% into yourself.
Yeah. I think that's better. It works well.
It definitely works well.
Yeah, and you don't need to worry about equality and
chivalry. And then you can just have your boyfriend be your car and all the cameras here.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
of course Alexa.
Yeah.
And Alexa.
Yeah.
That'll
exactly.
be your...
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. If you're not ready, you're not willing to put in what should be put in, don't do anything.
Well, that sounds very sad. But okay.
It's not sad.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Why are you saying it's sad?
Why am I saying it's sad?
Yeah, why is it sad?
Because you just got the car and that and Alexa.
That doesn't count. They are actually object. They are material.
I know. But those.
I'm talking about. You see, this is the only time that you can actually let me open up a little bit.
Okay.
You should actually
all right.
with it.
But you know what? I'm shocked. I'm shocked that you actually.
Well,
said
you're not.
I'm shocked that you opened up without stuttering. So you're right. I have to give you points for that. Usually would just be like but you did it freely. So
voluntarily. There you go.
You're right.
You always actually have to twist my hand to say something.
You're right. So I will back off on that.
I have a really good day. That's why.
Well, good for you. Very nice. All right. Well, look, we're gonna have some guests come on because we have some lovely guests today. All right. So first and foremost, we got this lovely lady coming on, right? And
her name is Acee Bando.
Acee Bando, right? She has a new song. We got her and her producer here. We're gonna talk to them and have get some love and figure what they're about. And I have the lovely privilege to have my friend Wickett Pickett, who's a bass player, producer, arranger. He plays in a lot of the local bands here in town. We're gonna chop it up with him and see what's popping and see why he's been too busy for your boy. See, that's what it is.
He's been too busy to
you,
boy.
Yeah, he's too busy for your boy. Because he be getting that paper. Go like, dog, you my man. I dig it, but I gotta get paper. I can't be waiting on you.
Like this boy right here.
That's right.
By the way, okay, before I forgot, because I forgot about this last week.
Okay.
I normally do all the editing of social media videos, and while I'm editing the video of DMT last week, I figured out there's words came out from this boy's mouth. And you told Tim, I was gonna pull it out, but that's okay. And he said to Tim, "What's the next song, baby?"
Oh, well, see, now check this out, right? Now she doesn't get the lexicon, right? So it's simple. Now,
what's the next song, baby?
Yeah, but
they are both men.
But see, check it out.
What
you gotta learn the lexicon, dude.
What is lexicon?
Lexicon, one word, 3 syllables. Look it up in the dictionary. All right, I got you.
Shut up.
All right, so check it out. So lexicon, what I mean is this. Now, like how you say certain things, like let's say the N-word, not to get
crazy.
Are you sure?
I'm
trying to school you.
No, you're not trying.
Yeah, I'm trying to. No.
Excuse.
I'm not excusing nothing. I'm not excusing nothing. I'm trying to make you understand.
What's the next song, baby?
Well, see, I'm trying to make you understand, right? Because it's not my fault you hang out with all the Caucasoids of all your life. You just
what is
Caucasoid? Caucasoids, aka white folks. All right, it's not your fault. So
you're
check it out. That's right. Well, actually, I'm golden brown, but I got you though. All right, so check it out. So, like, I'm gonna use the N-word for example. Now, granted, a lot of people have a lot of negativity towards that word, but I'm using it because a lot of people use it as a term of endearment as my friend.
What's the next song, baby?
Right. So I say baby, not because I
you
want
him baby.
Not because I see him as an attractive guy and I want to get with him.
You sure about that?
Because that's my dude. I'm like, yo, what up?
Are you sure about that?
Now listen. Also, how it's said. So I go, oh, yo, what up, baby? How you doing, man? What's going on? Now that's different from.
No, you said.
Whoa. But see, wait. Let me give you the difference. All right, as a friend. Hey, what's up, baby? What's going on, man? You all right?
There you go.
What's going on?
What's soft part.
Right. Now, hold on. But there's different from this. Hey, baby, what's going on? You all right? What's going on? How you doing? You all right? See what I'm saying? One is different from the other. One, as you see, the content and how it's said.
How I see
different.
it and how I hear it is totally like, kind of like, is Kevon something?
Well, see. I'm just saying, man. You've been hanging out.
No.
If that's the case, now if that's the case, JC would be very thrilled. All right, JC will be like, finally.
See, there you go. That one too. Okay,
well,
do it again. I want to see that.
Well, see, but that's how a lot of.
But anyway,
how you say it. How
we have a long day to go. We have a few guests coming up.
Finally. Right.
But anyway,
shout out to all my LGBTQ people, man. Nothing but love and respect, man.
Yeah, he lives in the Fruit Loop.
I do live in the Fruit Loop, so I see a lot of fruity people doing some loopy stuff, man. It's all good.
Anyways, guys, we're gonna be back on the second, third, and fourth segment with different guests.
Oh man, you know what? What a very generic way to do that. I appreciate that. That's very generic.
What do you mean?
It's like we're going to be back for the second, third, and fourth. It's an hour show. Of course we're going to be back for the second, third, and fourth segment. Man, you know what? I'm going to put you in the back of the bus, bro. You feel me? All right, yo. Anyway, we're going to pay these bills and get our guests up here as we talk about our topic of the day, chivalry versus equality. This is Musicians in Love Honey on social media shows. We'll be right back.
Back of the bus?
In the back of the bus, girl, because you.
Social media shows
is about
branding, opportunity,
and outreach.
We are an entertainment company that empowers others
by promoting and supporting our community
and everyone who reaches our content.
Here on social media shows,
here we're a family.
We are family. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing. We are family.
We are family.
We are family. We are family.
We are family.
We are family, and we want you to be part of our social media shows family.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you. Inquire now.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York. So his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club as they
listen, check it. Try to feel a bridge, instead I burned it down.
Welcome back to Musician Loves Honey, and this is your musician and your honey, Maria.
Oh, you are a honey, and you are a groupie, and you are a liar, because this is your boy, Kevon, Tyrre. This is the musician. Of course, this is, my lovely co-host right here.
Why are you so far away? I cannot reach you now.
Thank God for that. All right. But you know what? We got this distance because we have our first guest in right here. Yes. Now, please, of course, since we're talking about this anyway, let us be chivalrous. And let's go ahead and say, what is your name, my dear?
I am Acee Bando.
Acee Bando. And my friend, what's your name?
I go by Buzzy11.
All right. And D, what do you do?
I'm a rapper.
Rapper.
Yeah.
All right. And
I'm a music producer, engineer / artist.
All right. Now, we have these two lovely people on the show today because this lovely person right here has a brand new song, right, that caught the attention of my co-host.
Yes.
Right, and it was for a lovely situation because you had a friend.
We have
a mutual friend that had passed on,
and we actually talked about it last 2 weeks ago.
Yes, we did, and that compelled this lovely person right here to write a song about it. She heard it, she loved it, and of course that brought you guys on the show. And so, welcome. Thank you guys for being a part of this.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So,
let me ask the first question really quick. What is your relationship with Christina? Well, by the way, Christina Galindo is the one who. This is an 18-year-old that got shot in the car by supposedly a boyfriend, right? Yeah. A few weeks ago, it was all over the news in Las Vegas. Yeah. So what's your relationship with Christina?
She was a friend. We went to school together. When I first moved out here from New York, I ended up going to Green Valley after I got kicked out of El Sol. So, like, I try to stay away from people as much as possible. And she was actually one of the first person that came to me and made me feel welcome and comfortable. And ever since then, we just always been super cool. She always supported my music. So I felt like a tribute to her was the only. Right.
What's the title of the song?
It's Christina's Tribute.
Oh.
So.
Christina's Tribute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that song is really nice. It's actually touched my heart, and that's the reason why I reached out to this young lady right here to come down and kind of talk about her song, because that's not the only song. And before I go actually further, what I noticed was Christina died on a Monday. Oh no, Sunday night, and then I believe Tuesday night you have that song out right away.
Yes, I heard about her passing Monday morning, the same day. Me and my other friend, which was also friends with Christina, we decided to go to his house and record. I was at work when I found out. I was distraught, so I hit him up and I told him I had to let it out some way, somehow, and that's how the song came about.
So who wrote the song?
I actually wrote the hook, and it was really, most of it was mostly really feelings and freestyle, and some of it was written. But I wrote my part in the hook, and the feature, which is Zay the artist, he wrote his part.
So who did the beats?
The beat is actually a beat from YouTube. It's not like
yes.
by my producer. Yeah, no, it's nothing like that. But
see, I know how to ask questions now. I got it from you. Don't worry.
I'm still waiting. You. That's all right. I'm still waiting. Go ahead, girl. You got this. You got this so far. Right. You got this so far. All right. So
you know, this is a tribute to Christina. I don't know if the fundraising is still going.
I'm not sure actually. I don't think so, because I think the fundraising was actually for the funeral, and I think they actually got more than what they expected.
Yes.
So that was pretty cool, and I want to thank everyone for definitely doing that and giving up that.
Yeah, thank you for those who supported that.
It's a good situation because as a musician, often you take your feelings and you were able to channel it in something that was productive and healthy, you know, that way, something that can hopefully have people understand how you feel and kind of give solace for a lot of people, which is a great situation, you know.
I mean, I tried to make the song as much as relatable as I could to everyone else, but a lot of personal feelings came out. So
I got you. Dig. I heard that you was from New York as well.
Yeah.
You know, I was born in New York originally. So so what part of New York you from?
I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah. What part?
Brownsville, East New York. One of the hoods, one of the craziest hoods out there.
Sure it is. I was thinking of this one. So I'm originally from the Bronx myself.
The Bronx, he's from the Bronx.
All right, what part of the Bronx?
Westchester Union.
Westchester Union?
Yeah.
Parkchester. Yeah, right there. Union Port Road. So I'm right there, y'all. So that's real cool. That's real cool. So what got you guys to ultimately work together to do what you've started to do now?
Well, I just met him not too long ago. We came up with the idea that he's gonna be my personal producer, and that we're gonna work together. So we met through who's now my manager, Romeo, which is also a mutual friend of ours, and they would just hit me up like, Ace, come over, like you can come record, and I was kind of lagging a little bit, but when I actually came, like Romeo was just telling me, like, you know, the producer wants to meet you. He said y'all got a lot in common, y'all to get along. So I actually took the time to go to his house, and ever since then we've just been super close, and everything's just been going wonderful, actually.
Good. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. So, what is the in this collaborative process you guys are building? What have you felt that can been helping craft your sound that you have in mind for yourself?
Jokes. No, I'm just like,
don't be like Pac Anderson now.
No,
like Pac Anderson now.
No, actually, just the love for music. Like,
Right.
dude right here, he could be producing and he will tune everything out as same as it'd be with me when I'm recording. Like, it could be 50 people in the room and I'm not even paying attention. Like, I won't even, like, the only person I can see is him producing, you know? And it's usually like that when we're in the studios. We have a lot of our friends just come over, you know, because we have the studio set up at his house. And he has all his stuff there, so he does his work from home. And it's usually a lot of friends there, so what we do is, like, the love for our music just doesn't let us, you know, let it die down.
Yeah.
We have, he has a lot going for him right now. He just signed to a label, and I've been looking at, they're looking at me as well, but with that, I'm just trying to take everything slow, because it's not just music that I have going for me right now. Like, my Instagram has me, a lot of people trying to find me out for, like, photo shoots and stuff like that with clothes modeling, and so I just want to make sure that I don't mess anything up in my future.
Okay.
You know, that's a great point, because whatever you do in life, business, personal, or anything, is you have to know how to space or step back a little bit and look on the big picture. That is actually really good. That is a part of planning for your future.
Yeah.
See, we have those conversations often.
Yeah.
Conversations often about stuff.
But anyways, guys, these young kids, I call you guys young kids.
Because we're old, you know.
Because you're old.
No, we are old, not just me.
She is 22 years old, and he just, when did you turn 18?
April 5th.
April. He just turned 18 last month. Oh, yeah.
This one.
And
this month.
I'm trying to keep up actually with the hood.
Yeah, you don't look like you're trying at all. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you're just fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
you.
right. Yeah, you're hip.
Thank
You're
you.
right
And
in line.
by the way, that hat actually look like for a woman.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't look like for a man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
that makeup looks like for a train. So, I mean, come on. What are we talking about? I mean, we can go there, girl. All right. You know, I see LaCasa Folds too, girl. Come on now. All right. Come on, girl. I see your Max Factor, and I'll raise you, baby. All right.
But anyways, this is not about you. It's about actually our guests.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed. All right.
But anyways, this is Buzzy. He is with No Click, and he's also an artist. And what type of songs do you sing, Buzzy?
I do everything I can do: rock, hip hop,
Country,
trap. If you want me to do country,
She likes country. That's why she throws that in there. Don't worry about her. She just used to them cornbread white people. It's all right. So don't mind her. Country's cool. Don't get me wrong, but she's used to that. All right. So
no, that's not what you told me earlier.
It is what I told you.
No,
earlier.
you told me earlier that with my get up today, I look so good, and I hang out with too much.
I did say that.
Yeah,
I did say that.
told you.
I did say that. So I ain't going front. Yeah, I did say that.
See, so don't twist
you've
your
been,
word around.
See, but you see, you've been rubbing off on this too much. You've been rubbing off on that. See, hanging out with me and Timothy, that's what it is. But anyway, right. So different genres of music that you get into, right? What made you decide to get into the music that you do now?
I was like born around it my whole life. I was raised around it my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, she's also a singer. My sister's a singer. My brother's a DJ in the Bronx.
Oh.
I'm a music producer, artist. I can.
I want to hook him up with Tim.
That'd be actually a good look.
Yeah.
Actually be a really good look.
Yeah.
You know?
He just moved here a few months ago.
Yeah, he's from New York.
He's our
co-host on Dark Music
Television.
So yeah, so he's from New York and he just got here a few months ago, and obviously we told you before the show got started. So yeah, that would probably be a good look for y'all to kind of meet up
Yeah,
and
that
see
would
what's
be
on.
amazing.
Yeah, that might
See,
be a good situation.
one person can do it, but multiple, like
No,
a group of people.
Easy. Teamwork makes the dream work, man. You know, so it's all good.
Yeah.
So now that you guys have kind of crafted what you do, how do you describe the kind of music that really speaks to your identity? And this is for the both of you guys.
How would I describe it?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like telling stories. Mostly, like if you listen to my songs, you can hear plot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically because my favorite subject is English, so I try to like always keep like that's going because I don't ever want to forget about like all the other stuff that I do like. So what I try to do with my music is just keep my interest in my music. I really don't care like who likes it and who doesn't.
You can't do that, right? Because there's gonna be people that love it, and there's gonna be people that hate it, and there's gonna be people in the middle.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So that's just what it is.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right. You just gotta just eat that because that's part of the game.
Right.
You know, no, they're not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. Like everyone's gonna be Michael Jackson, and Bruno Mars. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yes.
But right. So because obviously, like for both of y'all, when the execs come and the people come and go, yo, man, how would what's your music like? How would you describe it? You know, what's your style? That kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
I would more so say like I would say R&B and pop.
Mm-hmm.
I can rap. I can do music like that, but I don't really like to. I don't know why exactly, but I can do it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
But that's basically mostly like what I like to write. I like to write about girls because I just go through a lot with girls. So.
Oh, you don't say. You don't say.
Yeah. So,
really? She's like, I like to write. She's like, I like to write a lot about girls. Really?
Yeah.
Why you don't?
Interesting.
Yes.
All right.
But
anyway, right.
Anyways, guys.
Well, I just want to get to him to answer that question. Then of course we can move on.
Okay.
Me personally, I like to write about like stuff that happened from another person's perspective, or something about me personally. I'll get really deep into a subject, like when it comes to certain songs.
Right.
Depending on how the beat sounds, I go by the mood of the beat.
Yeah, because I'm same way. You know,
I'm gonna get him as my co-host in my next show.
You want to get him the next show?
Yeah, because he wanna go deep into a subject matter. So
that's because you don't want to go deep at all. You know, that's why he could do it. He could do all the work for you. You're just gonna be like.
Well, that's my job, darling.
See, because she knows she won't get away with that with me. That's why. But I ain't mad at you though.
But anyways, I believe Romeo Hernandez, that's your manager.
Yes, that's my manager.
Hi, Romeo. We want you here too.
Yes, come on through and chop it up.
Yes, but anyways, guys, I know that we were talking earlier regarding this song that's not out there yet.
Yeah.
Can we actually kind of? If it's okay,
why
no pressure.
Why are you trying to blast them like that?
No,
the song
I asked them before.
I know you did, and yet you see, you're always trying to blast somebody about something, and yet you get upset when somebody blasts you back. See, see.
That's different.
Oh, really? Okay.
All right. Yeah. Would you like to?
Yeah, I have it on my phone. I can play some of it. It's an unreleased song, also by
Yes, this is not out yet, so it's Musician Loves Honey that has it first.
Right. Okay. Now
it's only 10 seconds, so.
It's well, okay. Okay.
No, it's not. I will just gonna go and let them hear it.
Who made the beat?
The beat actually belongs to somebody else, YNW Melly. And, I don't know, the beat just wrote what I was thinking, so I just wrote the beat actually. I honestly think this song is
See, this is how I won an art contest.
All right, Gil.
All right, go ahead and there you go. Well, I'll wait for that song. It will come out pretty soon.
Pretty soon, yeah.
Pretty soon. And by the way, would you like to actually announce your IG account?
Yeah. You guys can find me on IG at thatway.ace. So that's DATTWAYY.ACEE. Yeah, you can find mostly everything I do on there. I'm mostly on there on Facebook. So.
On the Facebook and Facebook, Instagram, where else?
Yep.
Yeah. My music is on SoundCloud right now. Right now we're working on having it on 155 platforms. That are distributed, and for now I have one video on YouTube which you can look up. It's under Acee, Bando, Cocky, and that was my first video I've ever put out, and I made it out here in Vegas. So ever since then, I just want my other videos to be better than my first, so I haven't put it out yet.
I understand, because same thing with mine. So we kind of just did it homegrown, and you just wanted to be better. So I
want to perfect it. So.
That's right.
And then you, Buzzy?
And you can find me on any social media as Buzzy11, BUZZY11TH. I'm on 150 platforms: Amazon, Spotify, Apple Music, all of it. You can find me anywhere. You just have to look up Buzzy11. My first video is on YouTube. It's called Shoot by Buzzy11. Explicit content.
I am finding you right now on Facebook.
That's right. Go ahead, Gilf. I got you.
And I'm adding you right now.
Right. I'm gonna add you on Instagram because
And on Instagram we're gonna add you too.
Well, yeah, I'm on Instagram.
But anyways, before I let you guys go, I would like to actually ask you a question regarding our topic.
Yeah, our topic, right?
Yeah. So what do you think about equality versus chivalry?
I actually, when I was listening to you speak, I actually like what you said about you said 70-70 and you said 50-50, which is the same thing.
It is the same thing.
But I honestly feel like I don't know if you were specifically talking about a relationship, but if it comes to a relationship, yes, you should always be equal with what you're giving and what you're doing. And if you're not ready for that, like you said, to just put 100 into yourself and you work on your craft and messing somebody else's life up with just leading them on and stuff. So
right, she led it that way, but obviously that's not what I was talking about because she wants to be safe.
Safe.
Yeah, that's right. It ain't baseball, baby. You ain't gotta play it safe. That mess, right? It's crazy. But same question for you, my friend.
Oh man.
So what do you think about men actually opening doors for women?
Men actually opening doors for women.
Is that really necessary? Do you think it's proper? What do you think?
I think it's respectful.
I mean, look, it's not a bad thing. No one's saying that. All we're saying is chivalry would say open doors for a woman, right? Equality would say equality would say open the door for anyone just because you feel it's a decent thing to do.
Right.
That's the difference, right? That's basically all I'm saying about it. You know, some people would say, well, you should, like in one instance, slide the chair in for a lady. You know what I mean? And in certain instances, it makes sense because if you're courting a woman, you're doing things like that. In that situation, chivalry is a proper thing to do because you want to make an impression. You want to do it the right way. But in the grand, macro, everyday situation, equality should win off more versus chivalry because I have no problem opening the door for a woman. But if I'm walking through the door and there's someone right behind me, I can hold the door for him just the same. And if a woman goes past it,
I'm going to ask a question for you, Buzzy. What do you think about when you go on a date? I know you're 18, but you see this all the time, and I know you heard it. When when a woman and a man goes into a restaurant or date, should the man pay the whole bill, or it should be equal?
I'm gonna be honest. I'll pay the whole bill.
Oh my God, let's go.
See, easy, Gilf. Easy, Gilf. All right.
For those who wanted to pay my whole bill, yeah.
See, I see she writing the list out right now. Oh, people that will pay the whole bill. Okay, yeah. And she's setting up the bills they can pay right now. I said, okay, I got my cable bill, I got my gaslight bill, I got the car bill. You know, got the heating bill. Right? I got it. You see, that's what you call a hustler, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you call. I'm a hustler, baby.
Oh, you're a hustler too, because you always say that. I never said that.
As long as she's making me some good food, I don't care.
No, you're going to the restaurant.
Oh, damn! See, hold up. What happened to the equality situation? What happened? What happened to that?
Sometimes, you know, sometimes chivalry is good.
All right, you know what? On that note, Indian giver. On that note,
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming to the show.
yes, and please tell us one more again for the people out there. Tell them your names, what you're on, and the Instagram and social media stuff they can get you at. That way they can go ahead and bump that song you got.
I mean, Acee Bando. Once again, I'm on YouTube, SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram. You can find my Instagram thatway.ace, BATTWAYY.ACE.
Buzzy 11th. You can find me on any social media. BUZZY11TH. Look me up on Spotify. Also Buzzy 11th. 150 platforms. Just anywhere, wherever. Google me.
There you go. All right, so much love to these lovely people. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
All right, much love to these lovely people, these great young
That's
artists.
chivalry, by the way.
Right. Well, oh really?
when you said that, go ahead.
Well, yeah. You know, let's see, but that's just being fair, equality. There you go. Nah. All right, so.
Nah.
Yeah. So, thank you guys for being a part of the show. We greatly appreciate you. All right, appreciate you and that brand new tattoo you got wrapped up right there.
This is a symbol of strength.
Oh,
right.
That's what I was gonna ask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So I dig that. So I'm still
a
blank canvas. I can't do it, but you know.
Let's do it on yours. I think yours too chicken shit.
You know what? No, we could talk about that because I have a very long idea for mine, but we'll get into that.
I'll start it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much. We're gonna be back on the third segment with Wickett
Pickett, which is a local bass player, musician right here in Las Vegas. Thank you for tuning in. This is Musician Loves Honey. We will be right back. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Don't go anywhere. Stay.
Fashionistas, fresh to death dressers, and everybody else is interested in styles, designs, and wardrobes. Add this name to your list. And What Fashions. They'll have you looking runway ready with their customized apparel and accessories. And if you ain't heard, they currently on trial for murder because they killing the game with his and her fashions. Go check them out at the Rancho Discount Mall on 2901 West Washington Ave, space 128. For additional info, dial 702-624-5584. Also follow them on Instagram at And What Fashions Boutique. And What Fashions. Triumph over adversity.
Live streaming on social media is the best new way to interact and bond with your community. Do you love to encourage, motivate, and empower others, but you do not know how? Well, your opportunity starts with us on social media shows. We have 20 shows a week live streamed across the globe, with a reach of over 80,000 and growing. So you can host your own show, and you can be anything you want to be. So let's bring the community together, and let's bring the world. We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors, which will bring more traffic to your business and ultimately mean more sales. So let's bring the world to you.
John is an employee at one of the most famous firms in the city of New York, so his job is very hectic, and he realized that it is necessary for him to go and finally take a vacation. But he went on a vacation without planning out the details, and wasn't able to truly enjoy where he went because he had to think about so many things that he didn't plan for. Instead of enjoying his time away from work, he came back with more stress that he was not able to take full advantage of his vacation. But this year, a coworker suggested him to try World Ventures this time to make his vacationing more enjoyable and less stressful. They do not require you to plan anything outside of your transportation, which is also available at discounted rates. Your stay, your transport, and many meals are planned by the club. John liked the idea very much. He tries World Ventures, and his experience with the club was amazing, as he made many friends there with whom he had a great time. John recommends that everyone should try this club, as they are the best in business. See how the VIP-vacation-club.com can give you the right experience without all the hassle. Enjoy the VIP experience.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead.
Social media shows
is about
branding, opportunity,
and outreach.
We are an entertainment company that empowers others
by promoting and supporting our community
and everyone who reaches our content.
Here on social media shows,
Here we're a family.
We are family. We are family. I got all my sisters with me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing. We are family.
We are family.
We are family. We are family.
We are family.
We are family, and we want you to be part of our social media shows family. Musician loves honey, and as far as I'm concerned, I am the musician and the honey.
And
just disregard these two musicians.
And as far as I'm concerned, I've heard you sing, and I'm like, where's the gong at? All right, so what we talking about?
You want to come over here and kind of actually face the camera because they cannot see how beautiful your face is.
Well, my face is beautiful. That's why I got to hide it, because I see that type of stuff. So anyway, this is our next guest. Of course, this is a good friend of mine. This dude is the bass player.
Wickett,
Hi! This guy is bass player, producer, arranger. He plays all around town. He be killing the game, doing what he do. And of course, you see he got the wiffle bat that
they cannot see that.
I don't know why she likes grabbing my stick right now, but
whoa! Your stick, your stick is inflated like your head, baby. Anyway. Look at that there. I'm just saying.
Here's his stick.
I'm just saying. I didn't know that you got down like that.
Your stick is sticking out, man.
Oh, well, it's sticking out all right. Look at that right there.
But anyways, guys, thank you for coming back. We had a really good, fun time with those two youngsters.
Yes,
earlier,
we did.
And I tried to actually keep up with them with this.
Yep, and you just look like a hip grandma, but I ain't mad at you though. It's all good.
I wish I can actually do a sign language here.
Yeah.
I'll do this one.
Oh, live long and prosper.
She don't know.
She tried it last time. It took her a second. And to be fair, it's supposed to be on your
love
right hand. I do it with my left.
Love and prosper.
Live long and prosper. Now, she don't know about the love part. She just knows about the prosper because she want that money, baby. You want that money, baby?
Yes.
You better give me that skrill, baby.
She's making it rain over here.
Oh, here we go.
All right. Anyways, guys, we are here with Mr. Wickett Pickett. Actually, this guy has been stalking us on social media shows.
Stalking.
Yeah, you are stalking all the time. I see.
His head's too big for any trees to hold it, man.
And every time I said hi, Mr. Wickett Pickett, and then he disappeared.
Right.
Well, you know, it's nighttime and I need a shot of Jaeger.
It's nighttime. Oh, ew, you know what? Y'all two are peas in a pod. It's nighttime and he needs a drink. That's what it is.
Oh, Patron?
No, he likes Jaeger. He likes Jaeger. But both y'all like nasty drinks, so y'all should probably kick it together and hang out.
She couldn't keep up.
I don't know. We'll see. She does drink a lot. She does have her quota of shots.
I only drink Patron, so...
Yeah, and they're both disgusting.
When you
all right.
When most women are this petite and they drink a lot, usually they go to the bathroom a lot, so it just goes in.
No. Oh, yes, well, that's true. And a lot of water. I'm gonna give you guys a really good advice, women. Like my size, I am 4 to 11, and I weigh 92 pounds.
Right.
And I drink 20 shots of Patron tequila all night long. Right. And this is my secret. Every shot, drink a bottle of water. Every shot, water a bottle.
All right, so let me guess. So when you drink that shot and when you drink the water, that's also a shot of tequila.
No,
so that's how you get the 20, right?
It goes to your system.
Right. She's like, oh, I'm having a shot and let me have some water, aka a shot. Right. So I'm just gonna have a shot of tequila. This is what she'll do. Okay, give me a shot, and then can you give me some water, please? When it's actually another shot. Right. So those 20 was actually 30.
No, you know what happened last 2 weeks?
She spends the rest of the night in the bathroom.
What happened 2 weeks ago, we were at Suncoast Casino, and somebody bought me 2 drinks, like one after another.
Right.
I didn't drink my water in the middle, so what happened? I'm like, oh. See, only 3 actually. I got 3 at the time.
And you got tipsy.
You know I got tipsy because I didn't drink my water.
What it means is that you're actually a lightweight because you've been front.
But I have a driver.
Oh, you have it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I know who the driver was. That's who it was. Right. I was dancing and working my butt off that night. I ended up driving everybody home. By the time I got back to my place, she was sober enough to drive home herself.
Yeah.
So he was Uber.
I was Uber. I was free Uber. I was free Uber.
But anyway, this is not about us.
Yes,
thank God. That's the reason why we have you.
Right. Now, all right, so how long have you been in the game, my friend?
Oh, my God.
Game what?
The game? See,
music.
Okay. Can you say music instead of game?
No, be a white person and figure it out. So it's all right. So just you'll be all right. So now that you understand, how long have you been in the game, buddy?
I'm Filipino.
Don't be a white person with Filipino eyes. How about that?
She's already got the hair.
Oh!
She's gonna slap me in a minute. She's gonna pick up that bat and hit me. God, since the beginning of time.
It's only his. You are part of that song.
Here we go.
All right, go ahead. How far are you in the game?
I've been playing music since the beginning of time. I was there when God counted out the Big Bang, 3, 2, 1. I was there. Bam! Dropped it.
All right, so outside of when Noah made the ark, when was your first gig?
Well, it was an overseas gig when they had the parting of the Red Sea.
Oh, this type of stuff.
What is that?
The parting of the Red Sea.
She has no idea. I love her expression, huh?
Right.
Parting of the Red Sea.
She's gonna look it up.
Google it.
Okay, go ahead.
So yeah, now we got I got several groups I work with, perform with. Main group is 80 Station,
right?
Which is kind of spin off of Love Shack or just 80 Station tribute show, Fremont Street all the big stages over there.
Right.
Many problems I have being in that show is because I dress up like Rick James, and when I show up, they're like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "I'm Rick James." Yeah, I can't finish that.
Of course you can.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to keep it PG?
Right. Keep it PG.
So is this the one?
I don't know what that is, but that's some biblical.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what we're talking about. Yes. Right. She actually Googled Party in the Red Sea and found it on YouTube. She actually did that. Wow. Okay. Hey, you know what? To her credit, you don't know till you know, right?
Look it up.
That's it. She was like, what is that? Oh, that's what it is. Right. They have the 10 Commandments on every year since the 70s. And yet she's...
Yeah, they always kick it just before Christmas.
Right before Easter.
Mm-hmm.
Easter and Christmas.
Easter.
So what do you do on that?
Oh.
He just followed them to Israel, basically what they did. In that instance, he was playing the music while they were following them Israel.
Yeah.
That's what happened then. Right?
I thought I did not.
Right.
Yeah.
Rick, no shock.
I'm so glad I didn't say I did a solo at the Walls of Jericho.
Oh, yes. You know what? Anyway, that brought the walls down, baby. They couldn't handle it. Brought the walls down. They was like, oh my God. And when the walls go down, and they was like, charge! Take your people! The land is ours. Read your Bible. Read your Bible. You know what we're talking about. That's all we can say. Right? All right. So check it out. So you got these acts right now. Obviously, I've usually see you on Tuesday nights at the Double Down Saloon with the band Unique Massive.
Oh yeah, that's the spot.
Right now, that is
Is
how
that a
I
bar?
got.
Is that a bar?
Yeah.
Yes, it's a bar in my part of town where I live, over by the Fruit Loop, and we've talked right now. We've talked and got cool through that spot because of our conversations and how we see music and how we kind of like to blend different ideas together.
Yeah.
And it was that kind of mad scientist ideology that we had that kind of got us cool. And I've always
I didn't know that you are a scientist.
Mad scientist.
Yeah.
Right. Because please back me up on this. When it comes to music, right? Sorry. So when it comes to music, when we do, especially cover songs, you have to kind of blend a lot of them together, so you can kind of make it a seamless thing. Because one song, you can stop one song, go right to the next. But if you add 2-3 songs together, you have a medley, which kind of keeps the party moving and things going. So you
I
want
know what this medley means.
Right, I got you there. So you want to try to do that in unique and different ways with music that people usually don't do, that they'll recognize. And that's how we kind of started talking because of the bands he's played with. He's always put track together to do this or do that, and I've always tried to do it organically with live bands.
God, for like years, one of the biggest bands I played with was out of East LA, doing the Latin community called Down with 3, DW3. And that's something that we used to integrate in our songs, where we would do, say like we're going to do a wedding, and we want to do the dollar dance, and we don't want to try to play one song. Yeah, the dollar dance is where the bride, she dances with everybody.
I know what that means.
So if we play one song, it's only going to be like, 2-3 minutes long. But if we play like an old school, the Ice Cream Lick groove, and then sing every song possible over it, then they can keep 20, 30 people can get up and keep dancing while they're doing that. So it became a thing. But a lot of bands do that too. They like mix songs and different styles together. That way they can perform one song, and then you think they're singing this song, then all of a sudden they're singing something else over top of that song. It's remixed. And you're like, oh, that's cool. But yeah, when we met at the Double Down, that is it's like an open jam.
Okay.
So basically every musician that performs here in Vegas, they're all locked in this square, this circle, this just box of playing top 40 songs. They can't go anywhere. You point at them.
Yeah, right.
So because
I'm trying to break that box.
Yeah, so what this jam is about, that they don't have to play any of that. No cover songs, none of that. You just play what you feel and express yourself.
That's amazing,
and get it out there.
I
So
like
cats like him will show up and be like, oh, I like this groove. I'm going to sing over it. And then he'll start singing something. But some cats don't understand. Because there are guitar players who, and I don't want to name them because there's some famous ones.
Come on, name them.
No.
I want one. Come on.
Fast fashion faux pas.
Yeah.
Right. You don't want to. You never want to embarrass another artist.
Just whisper it to me.
No. You're bad at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard about you. So they'll come down and they're gonna sit there and play guitar, and they play a little bit, and then they're like soloing, and then all of a sudden they'll kind of stop, and then all of a sudden the saxophone player want to do a solo, he'll start doing something, then this guy go like, oh yeah, I like that, and drown him out, and then he'll hear the piano do something, and he'll drown him out. So pretty much it's just the dude playing guitar all night long, and then everybody's like, well, that was.
Do you have any singles, or do you have your own song, your own?
I have a few. Yeah. I'll introduce those. It's Wickett Tony Pickett on SoundCloud.
Okay.
You can find the songs over there. It's my combination of mixing jazz, hip hop, and house music all together in one.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, you should
I
hear
want to
it.
hear that.
It's
And by the way, this is intrigued me. Your name is Wickett Pickett.
Yeah,
What's your real name?
Wickett Pickett.
No way.
Yeah. See, when I was a little kid, I was being tortured by the kids in school, and they were teasing me.
They did?
Because my last name was Pickett. They're like, look, jump down, turn around, Wickett, Pickett. And I would get into fights all the time. And my mom was like, why are you fighting people all the time? I was like, Mom, they messing with me. And she said, well, what are they saying? They're like, they keep calling me Wickett. Like, I like that name. And then every picture and everything else, Wickett on everything. So yeah. So if mom says it,
yeah, you better listen to mom.
There you go.
There you go.
Right. So okay, I think that.
Mom knows the best.
So what made you first get into deciding to become a musician? What was the first thing that inspired you? Like for real, that made you say, you know what, this is something that I want to do or consider doing in my life.
I didn't. I didn't want to play music.
Okay, well, what?
I was a super nerd when I was.
I'm also a nerd.
Well, when I was in the 4th grade, I could draw artistically so well that I was drawing comic book characters.
Wow.
At that age, and then I went to school and I wanted to be an artist, and then finally the teacher was like, "Okay, we got all these color crayons, and we need you to draw pictures of all the people in the world." And I was like, "Oh, that's great!" So I started drawing people with pompadours and dreadlocks and afros, just actually drawing the people. And then the teacher saw me, and she's like, "No, that's not what I want you to do." I'm like, "Well, what? What do you want me to do?" And she got mad at me, and she wanted me to draw stick people in different colors. I'm like, that's stupid for art class for me.
Right.
I'm on the level that I'm drawing.
I know how to do that.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah. People, like, there you go.
So this is what I did to piss her off even more. So I just stick people like this.
What she did, Maria just did a stick figure. And now what he's doing, he wrote a stick figure with a dress and an afro just to irritate the teacher.
Yeah.
Right? So just to give an example of what, because we also have this on our other on the radio show.
Oh,
so they're not gonna hear what we're doing. Right. They're not gonna know. They're just like, well, I did this, we did this. They're like, what did he do? Right.
So,
I don't know.
So when I told my family, they were like, oh, you're just being crazy. But then when I told the church, they were like, that's amazing, that's talent. And then this whole thing turned into me wanting to play music, and my brother played bass. So I took one of his bass guitars, didn't like the way it sounded. I took it apart, went to the library, learned how to rewire it, and rewired it the way I wanted it to sound. And yeah, then after that, it just started becoming a thing, and I just started playing in gospel groups. And my senior year, or in junior high school, I was with 2 gospel groups, gospel choir, one church, and then a heavy metal band. Oh, and then I was sub into this redneck country band, which was great.
Redneck country band.
Oh yeah, they would only let me sub in during
what
deer
type
season.
of song do they sing on a redneck country band?
What regular country people would do, I suppose.
Country song,
country
right?
songs,
Right,
like,
Yeah, oh, I love it.
some of the standards like eastbound down, loaded up and drunk, and
Oh my God, you have a good voice. Very good voice.
Right. I mean, he does sing at when he plays.
Yeah.
He does. He may not be the lead singer, but he does sing at shows.
I think I'm listening to that earlier. So.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
And how would you go he sang when he said that earlier?
No.
Right. How would if you heard that there, you shouldn't be shocked when we're here. You know what I'm saying?
I am just adoring his voice, darling.
You're adoring his voice?
Yes.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure he's the one on the list where he will pay the bill, one of the bills?
Can you pay my bills?
No.
Oh.
I don't believe.
There you go.
Well, there's a big difference between chivalry and being a gentleman.
Okay.
You're like, okay.
All right.
Okay, you know, all men can just be gentlemen with me.
No. Yeah.
You know what?
I
Those
have
usually called.
this, bills that, bills.
Well, hold on. That's usually called a sugar daddy. Last check. All
Yeah.
right. I mean, they're gentlemen, but they're also
I
called
don't like
sugar daddy.
because sugar daddy.
That's the same thing.
No, but they're gonna
If you're
be.
paying your bills, it's the same thing.
He's paying all your he's paying all your bills.
If
I
you're
mean,
paying
granted,
your bills-
there's an equivalent exchange involved, but it is what it is.
Really equivalent.
Yeah, the equivalent exchange.
Right.
Sorry.
Right. Mm-hmm.
If you're a gentleman, you do nice things.
Yes, you don't need to ask for an equivalent.
Yeah.
He
Just
just does
be-
nice things.
Listen,
Yes,
there's a difference between doing something nice for somebody and being a sucker. All right, there's a difference. There's nothing
And your
wrong with
point
being nice.
is?
That is the point. I see which one you're looking for. Okay.
Now, I kind of like chivalry where the guy is like.
I love chivalry.
I think chivalry's great.
I don't think. Look, being chivalry, you're the knight, and what do those guys do all the time? You know, they looked after the woman, but the woman would have to walk 10 feet behind him as he would lead himself, and then also he always had another woman on the side, which was his little thing that he would go and do. So,
where when it's
always
equal,
had that in
right?
chivalry.
That is chivalry situation. Right. But when it's equal, she can go, "What the hell are you doing? I ain't get down like that." Oh, you trying to say I'm chivalrous, huh?
Yeah, you are.
I'm chivalrous.
Haven't you seen
You know
Game of
what?
Thrones?
That's
No,
not
I
called
never
chivalry. Yeah.
Oh,
She ain't called. You know what? She's looking at me. That's not called chivalrous. That's called pimpology. All right. So. So anyway, so. See. So when you do the gigs you do, what is the thing that you love the most about your job?
Just performing and feeling the audience and just catching that. It was like my best and favorite show was when I played in at Palm Springs.
Okay.
And we were performing at this casino and a hotel, and they asked us if we could do a benefit for the Special Olympic kids. And we were like, yeah, sure. We're here at the hotel.
Okay.
Nothing else, nothing better to do. Yeah, let's have some fun. So we came down there, and we started playing at, I think it was like 2, maybe 3 in the afternoon. And it was like the place was packed, and these kids were just everywhere, just loving we could not do anything wrong, and they were into it. I was like, lay your hands in there. They just, I was like, whoa, this is like 2 in the afternoon, and these kids are going nuts. I'm loving this. And then getting off stage.
When the kid's going nuts, he's loving it.
Yeah, it's Special Olympic kids, and they were just so loving.
They're going
and just,
nuts.
Oh, yeah. Short person. Yeah, and they were enjoying it. And
Short and fabulous.
Oh boy, you're fabulously short.
And blonde.
Here we go. Okay.
But anyways,
She's making me feel like OJ right now.
Oh, wait a minute. That don't sound right. That don't sound right.
Who's OJ?
That don't sound right at all.
I'm Googling it again.
Oh,
OJ. OJ.
OJ Simpson.
this is what I deal with on a daily basis. Every time I'm on the show, people are like, "Who is that? Who is
OJ
that?"
Simpson.
Right.
Oh my gosh, she's looking
And
at
now
us.
listen, she actually is googling.
It's what?
Hold up, let me get closer to the mic. She's actually googling O.J. Simpson because she didn't know who he was.
He is a killer. OJ Simpson. So you want to be a killer?
No,
You gonna kill me?
No, I said you make me feel that way.
You know what? Ladies and gentlemen, this is an example of tact, by the way, on both parts. Right? They both both shown an example of what not to do. They both shown it. She's just like, oh, he's a killer. Thank you for being tactful about that, Maria. We greatly appreciate it.
But I don't know. I'm just reading what I researched from Google.
Okay, see, that's wow. All right.
I said it in
You're
Google.
not even under a rock. You're under a rock under 5 feet of concrete and dirt. I mean, you're hanging out with the dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Right.
Okay.
You will look that up too?
Anyways.
All right, so I want to ask one question, and this is the perfect thing to ask him because we've had these debates with various musicians, right? Now, some musicians, when they do stuff, they will have a track. I know now a lot of big name acts do it as well when they do their shows, when their appearances, like on late night TV, concerts, what have you. Right? A lot of them do that. They'll have a track with the live performances, and it varies on how they use it.
Yeah.
And there are others that will never use a track. Right? Now, we've talked about this in detail. I'm not going to go into what we talked about.
Why don't you do it?
Well, that's where I'm getting to. So, and we've had
in details.
Well, calm down, fabulous short person. See, that was right. So I've always been.
Short person.
Yeah, I said fabulously short for.
No, I'm a short but fabulous. That's
You're
different.
fabulously short.
No.
Well, I'm not that much shorter than you, so it's like a gnome talking to a midget.
Oh, that's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
you're
we're
a
all
midget
good.
too. So.
Right. So anyway. So yeah. Yeah, right.
Don't look that up.
Okay, so
no,
why are you
more interested in this question?
Oh, so what is your stance on that, and why do you feel that?
I feel that way more to by using tracks. It should be more added to what you're trying to do. Add to your performance.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a lead singer who's jumping around doing dance routines all over the place, and then they have to sing this long line, they're gonna run out of breath before they get there.
Mm-hmm.
So having a track to back stuff helps on that. And then money-wise, it helps too because it limits all of you having a full orchestra, violin players, extra keyboard players, another keyboard player to play the synth bass line with the regular bass line, percussion player. So then you're looking at this huge budget and you can have it chopped down.
Mm-hmm.
And it depends on what place is going to pay for it. But
that's true.
But if a place is going to pay for a huge band like that, then I say, yeah, do it live, hit it. But yeah, it depends on the venue and what's needed and what you can get across to the audience and get to them. Because what people like is mainly visually what they see. I don't think they really hear what's being played, hear what's the music's being done. They look more visually at things that are going on. When you see people sing the national anthem, you see it there all the time. It's all visual. Mm-hmm. Because some of them fools don't know what they're saying and they're just like, and as long as they're sitting there like expressing, like they're singing it great, then everybody's like, oh, they're doing a great job. Mm-hmm. But you hear a recording of it back without watching them, you're like, did they really sing that? So yeah, it depends on what's going on.
Well, I do understand the financial aspect of it. I always have because some bands, or some venues pay a certain amount and it just makes sense to do that.
Yeah.
I've just never felt comfortable. I've always felt like, unless I was doing like my original music in a certain situation, I always felt like I could play it with a live band. And even then, when I have my originals, I would prefer to have it with like a DJ and some some instrumentation, because there's something about the organic feel that I just can't step away from versus having something that with the track. Now I have heard bands that use tracks very well, but I guess I've seen more of them not use it well than those who have.
Yeah, well, that's the trick to it.
Like
there's another level. There's another level that a lot of these bands aren't doing, and the thing that they're missing is they're not adding the DJ to their point. Because they sit back and they're like running the track, and we're just gonna follow the track, and that's it. We'll follow it. But if you got a DJ, he can spin the beginning of your track and like, oh, well, let's take it from the beginning, and automatically flip it to the beginning,
right? And
then like do a nice little mashup of the track at the same time. Mm-hmm. So, and you just want mainly like a nice fat hand clap that like gets everybody going. Maybe the 808 to hit in the background. Mm-hmm. So if you got a DJ doing that, he can just scratch that in at any given time. Right. So now, it's live, but
now let's explain what we mean for those who may not understand. What we're talking about is now for a lot of bands that use the tracks is great, but what we're talking about in case of a DJ not only can they can sample a lot of the song and cut it up in different places.
Mhm.
So now if you have let's say you have a certain set list of songs, let's say Billie Jean, for example, but you don't have the money to do a bunch of different things. Now you can use certain pieces of Billie Jean to sample on certain parts of the song to make it unique and interesting, and to add those certain things of a guitar player or bass player, or whatever the case is, that you couldn't before in a fat, interesting, unique way, versus having a track that you played with, and now you're kind of a slave to that track. Yeah. So I've always kind of leaned to that type of idea where you had the DJ.
It seems like frustrating to me. I'll just stay on the camera.
no. What he's talking about is like, you heard the song Billie Jean, was like the drum beat kicks in, then the bass comes in, boom, 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 boom. Then the DJ would scratch this. The DJ would come in and go,
okay.
Right, and there's so
nobody
many different
incorporates
things.
the DJ to do that.
Now, dude,
they're like, oh, we should have the keyboard player.
Now, this is the thing, and I actually saw this on YouTube. This is how we would talk. So we would do this, and he would go, oh yeah, we're gonna go dun 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 dun, dun, and he dun 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 chicka chicka yeah 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 chicka yeah 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 yeah, like put Usher's hair in there. Tick 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 yeah
okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you add these different songs that may give it a new dimension. And can give it interesting while you have live instruments playing
at the same time.
Songs at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, and that's right. Now that's the good way of having something
with a track,
right,
mixed in with a live band.
Yes.
And like none of the guys are doing it. They're just kind of like, which kind of like it's so old school, new school. It's, if you look at it, it's just history repeating itself. Because like back in the 70s, there was a lot of funk bands that were coming up, and the style of music that they did was funk. And Prince is one of the great ones that was coming up at that time doing stuff. And when they had the funk songs, all of a sudden disco was dead. And what they did, and how that hurt the funk industry, was that mainstream did not want anybody to say the word funk. They were like, oh, it sounds too much like some other word.
That's a metal, right? Funk and metal are the same thing? No, okay.
No, like
funk is James Brown. And
funk is James Brown. And
Parliament.
Parliament.
But you see, songs these days is just keep on coming back, and then it's just like religion is going.
Well, yeah, I mean Bruno Mars is I won't say that he's a good example of funk, but of those R&B 80s, late 70s sounds, he brought a lot of that into what he did and kind of just repackaged it.
Yeah, when you hear Prince, when he put together Erotic City, it was kind of an insult to the industry because they never appreciated the word funk. And everybody thinks he's saying another word, but he's not. He's saying funk the whole time. Funk so pretty, you and I. That's it. But they wouldn't play it on the radio. They wouldn't play it at other places and stuff. But that song blew up everywhere, and everybody knows it. Yeah. So it was his insult on the industry about destroying funk music. And
of course, it's a classic now.
Yeah. And any song that was funk.
About music, I'm just gonna leave it to my co-host because he understands everything except me. But anyways, let's get back on track before we go over our time.
Yes, I'm sure.
First of all, we would like to thank you, or we would like to thank you for coming in.
And we are over time. We are over time.
Is there any way they can find you if they want to hear to your songs?
Yeah, you can look up 80 Station. You'll see us playing on Fremont Street every Friday and Saturday on numerous of the big stages. You'll see me there dressed as Rick James.
What do you do there?
I'm just like Rick James. And
she just
plays bass.
Oh,
right. I'm Rick James.
We just said he's a bass player, right?
Yeah, I don't know this bass.
Oh, here we go. All right, so go ahead.
Google it.
Yeah, Google it.
I will later.
Right.
So, go ahead. And then every Tuesday, I'm with another band called Unique Massive at the Double Down Saloon. Starts at midnight till 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
no cover. And no cover songs.
Yep.
Rules.
No cover.
Yes, it is. That means it's a straight up jam session.
Huh?
No money to pay to get in there.
No cover charge.
Okay, got you.
You just walk in and it's a jam session. All you got to do is just jam out, be invited by one of the instruments, people who play two-play, and just follow the musicians.
And then
follow the musicians.
Follow the musicians. We play. And then at every last Sunday of the month, I'm with Ubershaw, which is members of the Blue Man Group, the musicians of the Blue Man Group 3 drummers up front, 2 guitar players, and then me in the middle on bass, which is a total. You just have to see.
Go and see. Go and see.
Right. And where do you have that band play?
That's at the Double Down too. Every last
Double
Sunday.
Down.
Every last Sunday.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have to.
Oh, Sunday.
Make the point
We
to come
should
check.
actually go.
Yes. I was actually talking to them about trying to, because he had the idea of doing, like our ambush interviews.
Oh, yeah.
We had an idea had something like that
We're
years
gonna talk
ago.
that behind the
Yeah,
camera.
we'll discuss that more.
Yes,
So
yes.
we'll do that.
But anyways, guys, we're going.
Yes, we're super overtime.
So we're gonna go on the last segment.
Yes, we'll
Thank
make
you
that
so
again.
much. Yes.
Thank you, Wickett.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate
I had fun.
y'all. We got one last quick segment with y'all. We are Musician Loves Honey. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Thank you for watching.
We've reached the age of live streaming on social media shows. You may ask, we're already ahead of the curve, so why do you need to advertise with us? Well, only 8% of the businesses in the US are using digital advertising to grow their business. That's 2 percentage points short of reaching critical mass, which will lead to faster results. We have 20 plus shows with a reach of over 80,000. We'll give you commercial ads, website link, and connections to nonprofit organizations. So get your brand ready for digital monetization, for we are looking for sponsors.
Welcome to Musician Loves Honey, and for the 4th time today, I'm gonna say I'm the musician in the honey.
And for the 4th time, I'm gonna say you're a delusional crazy person. You
But
delusion. At least my
anyways,
delusion is backed up with actual facts.
I don't care what you gotta
All
say.
right. Oh, and actual
but
talent. But it's all right. It's all right. But you know, you're rocking your outfit.
Thank
You're looking nice.
Tilly's,
that's right.
Payas, and then my shoes.
Right.
Paparazzi right
Do
here.
not hold the fact that she looks like a mom coming out of the mom van against her. Please don't do that.
Whatever.
I'm just saying. All right.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for all our guests for today.
Yes. Thank
we
you,
have
Buzzy.
Pickett.
Yep. Wicked Pickett. We had
And
Buzzy.
Acee.
We had Acee.
Yes.
Yep. So thank you guys
Great
for
musicians. Go and follow them on Instagram
and Facebook.
Facebook and follow them like a groupie.
Someone would know that well. I'm kidding, of course. Right.
Yeah,
so.
I'm gonna be a groupie. As long as I have a chance to get away from our studio.
You do need to get out more. You know, we did do that.
But anyways, guys, that is our topic for today is equality
versus chivalry.
Chivalry.
Now, Acee, just go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
Okay.
Put your point.
Well, you know what? I would like to actually let's kind of touch this subject.
Yeah,
really quick.
Cause we just gotta wrap it up real quick. Cause of course we're over time.
We're gonna identify if chivalry. What is chivalry and equality with these situations?
You should have Googled that.
No, we're just gonna actually discuss it. I know I Googled it. Opening doors.
That's a good. I mean, that's not exactly a chivalrous thing. It can be, but it doesn't have.
It depends on the situation.
Yes,
I think,
yes, it does.
Paying bills. Paying a restaurant bill, like
in a date, yes.
In a date.
On a date, yes.
Yeah. So I would like to actually touch this subject because I had a friend
who
this is a guy. Hi, Matt. So he invited a woman and said, "Hey, I'm going to be at this restaurant.
Okay.
Do you want to join me?"
Right.
So when when it's time to pay the bill, the woman doesn't want to pay the bill, and he was like, "This is the guy was like, we're not here for a date. I didn't invite you. I just said that I am here at this restaurant. Do you want to join?"
Right.
So what do you think about that? Should it be paid half or?
That is interesting because it goes to the one word that someone brought up was intent. Intent is a very loaded word because in the instance that you're talking about, the example you're talking about, if it was a date and he knew it was a date and they both agreed on what it was, then obviously I would like to think that he would have paid it because he knew that was his intent. And she understood that was his intent. In the situation you just described, there was a miscommunication.
Communication.
Right. So he's like, I just want to have my friend come hang out with me.
Yeah.
You know, and sure, we'll eat and then we'll split it if it goes to a certain amount, over a certain amount.
So it should be actually communicated before she goes.
Right.
Because
and that can happen.
Yeah. Well, you know, on my part, this is what I told him. I said, if I am that woman, you call me and say, I am in this restaurant, you want to join, I'm going to say, are you going to pay?
Right.
I'm going to ask him right straight, are you going to pay?
Okay.
I think for me is not on the man's part. It's actually on the woman's part. He implied...
just understand the intent of the situation.
Well,
that part,
that's true,
that part I completely agree.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if let's say I invite you out and then you say you want to be sure what the intent is. The intent is us just chopping it up because we're friends, then that's a totally different dynamic than if I'm asking you out on a date. That's on the woman's part to say, are we, now, to throw an extra monkey wrench in this, not that I'm trying to, but it happens, some people are uncomfortable with the word date. So let's say I'm like, okay, let's hang out, right? She wants it to be a date, but she's uncomfortable using the word. So she will go say hanging out with the assumption that it's a date, and then get disappointed when he acts differently. And he's like, I thought we were just hanging out. Yeah, but again, we're talking about intent. Yeah. We're talking about intent.
That goes to my friend too. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into that.
Okay.
But how about in the old days we know that women take care of the whole household while the men go and find the bread.
Kill and yes, they're the breadwinner. They'll kill the animal, cook it, make the money.
So now in this new generation, how about equal household chores or doing this equality on the household chores?
Obviously that's equality. That's not necessarily chivalry.
What do you think? Do you think women should be just doing household chores up to this day? Or?
Of course not. Of course not. Not at all. I would never I've never expected anyone that I've been with in a relationship to handle everything at home outside of whatever our life dynamic was. Meaning, if I'm home the majority of the time and she works, then it makes sense for me to take care of stuff.
Let's say she doesn't work, but she's looking for work. You still have to...
obviously in that case, I'll still do my part. But if I know she's actively looking for a job and she's out there, which is kind of old school for a lot of people, because a lot of people are still just digitally.
Digitally.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me. Digitally, I need to correct it for once in my life from you. That's
not
crazy.
once. This is the second time since.
What? Get out of here.
But anyway,
but to your point, if she's out there actively out in the street looking for work, and you're home before her, and you still do your part and help clean, and not leave it all on her. But at the same time, if she's the breadwinner and you're home, and you may work or whatever, but you're home more often than not, you should take the majority of the cleaning duties because you're there.
How about the ladies first?
In what sense?
A lot of times, actually, what's that?
Timothy says you're thugged out today.
Yes. I'm thugged out? What does it mean?
Google it.
Whatever. Why don't you just say it in a simple word? But anyways, how about ladies first? Because we always say ladies first. That is chivalry.
It is chivalry.
Why is that? Because we don't need...
honestly, it's just been a societal thing. I can't even say how it started or when it started. I really honestly don't know.
How about this one? I've been trained that I won't ever stand up for a man. Like when you're sitting and then a man comes in.
Right.
I don't care if president of the company or anything. I'm not gonna stand up. I'm gonna sit.
But when a woman comes, everyone stands up.
Yes.
Right.
Chivalry.
Again, right. But towards equality, if a man comes, everyone can stand regardless. If a woman comes, everyone can stand.
Yeah.
Right, but that goes to a status thing. It also goes to a respect thing. So chivalry, let's say for chivalrous, You could do it for a lady because she's the only lady there, and you want to be, respectful because you know she's the only lady there. Same time, you could have, like you said, the president of the United States. When you come through, and regardless of who's the president, he's the president, and you come in and you stand up because he's the president. So it's a respect thing. It leans towards chivalry, but it's more of respect.
Okay. Well, anyways, guys, chivalry must be replaced by polite gestures and respect rather than supremacy of one over the other.
Now, I'm going to show this to everybody because, nope. Because, no, I'm not showing everything, just this part.
I did my research.
She did her research, so she's making sure, even though we're over time, ladies and gentlemen, that she put all the research out here for all the world to see. I'm showing it to all the people out there, for all the for people here, for our audio people here at Revolution Radio.
Right.
I'm showing it to the screen because I'm shocked that she put in this much work, and we went over time, so she can't even get it all in.
That's not actually on.
I know it's not.
This is like a 2 minutes research.
2 minute research.
Yeah,
and we barely got to a minute of it because we are over time.
Yeah, we are always over time.
I know.
But anyway,
we got things to do. We got things to do.
Okay,
man.
Go ahead with your thing.
All right, well then there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap this thing up. But before we do, of course, we have to say, for anyone who wants to watch us, I'm looking at the microphone. Yeah, I know. I'm tripping. So, for everyone who checks us out, and if you want to come see us or hear about us, please, we are here 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which means if you're in New York, that is 6 p.m. If you're in Hawaii, that is noon. Make sure your time zone, anywhere around the world, reflects that if you want to catch us live right here on Facebook. But if you do not do that, fear not, because, and this is your setup time, here we go, because we are on YouTube under
Social Media Shows.
And we're on Twitter under
Online_shows.
And we're under Instagram under
Social Media Live Shows.
And we're on LinkedIn under
Social Media Live Shows.
And of course, we're right here on Facebook under
Social Media Shows.
And of course, we got the website on socialmediashows.com. And if you're listening to us right here on revolutionradio2.com, we are doing this twice a day right here every single Sunday. So come on through and check us out. But if you missed us, you got all those places to go to. So please take the time and do that. Put in a like and a follow on all of the social media platforms that we just described. And make sure you give some love and shout out and some respect to us on revolutionradio2.com to make sure that everyone gets to enjoy what we are on.
Yes, and please put in your comments what do you think about our topic for today.
Yes, we love all the topics, good, bad, indifferent. It's the internet, so of course we pissed off somebody. So please go ahead, and if you liked it, comment. And if you didn't like it, comment on that too. We'll probably put a heart and a star next to that because we're haters just like you. So it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Are you a hater?
I learned.
Anyways, for later today, we're gonna be showing the movie review of Shazam.
That's right.
Kevon, Tyrre, and Timothy Dark.
Yes.
And then tomorrow, Dark Music Television. This is the peak of social media shows.
That's correct. So we got the picks for myself and Timothy. We got picks for Mr. JD. We got the picks for, of course, the boss lady right here, who is to my right and my co-host. And of course, we have my own pick. And, of course, Timothy's pick. So it's going to be a lovely situation. So we hope you guys tune in and check that out. Keep liking and please subscribing and please keep commenting. And for all the unsigned independent acts out there, keep hitting us up. Give us your stuff. Go ahead and hit us at socialmediashows.com/dark-music-television. And you'll get all the info and all the things you need. And make sure you send that video to us in MP4 format. Yeah, MP3 is the audio.
Yes, that's right.
MP4 format. That way we can go ahead and give you the representation so we can bring the world to you.
Well, that being said, we are out over here because this man has a lot of women to see.
Yep, people to see and things to do. Or you can flip that and it will make sense either way.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys again next week. And our topic next week
is you know and I don't know.
No, I don't know yet.
Okay, so we'll figure it out.
Yes, we'll figure it out. If you guys have anything in mind, please actually email us or just comment on the box.
That's right.
Well, I think that's about it. We had a very nice week and see you guys again next
That's right. And one last thing, if you want to come and check us out, I will be at the House of Blues this Friday. At the B-Side Lounge, we'll be there from 9 to 12. Yeah, you know, I almost forgot myself, so I got to, you know, make sure I give a plug in real quick. So please go ahead and check us out. Free show. Come on and enjoy us. And, of course, you can catch me with some friends over at the Lucky Club this Saturday up there at Civic Center in Cheyenne. So come on, hang out, get some super-duper cheap drinks, and hang out if you're a hood rich, and have some fun with us. And with that said, y'all, we are out of here.
Make sure you guys go and see him fall on the floor on the stage, in the States.
That's called hip-hop, girl. You don't understand.
But anyways, we'll see you guys again next week. Thank you so much.
It's our pleasure, guys. Thank you. Have God bless.